Greetings and welcome, adventurers, to another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Night Enhanced Edition, Hordes of the Underdark. When last we left off, we were exploring the Undermountain area in hopes of finding some help, dealing with traps and bulk chests and all that. Zombie protectors. Very tough. Moderate. Can I turn them? Of course not.
There's more where that came from.
I mean, impressive marksmanship if you can hit a Greek like that.
He smites his enemy!
I feel so underpowered when I can't use any of my good spells. You'd think my fireball would do well against these guys, but nope, they do not. Oh, actually now they do. You have some commentary? Right, that's one down. One more. Right, could you not bring them close to me, please? Right, let's switch to the staff. Nice. After nailing one of those Greeks with a critical hit with a crossbow, being unable to hit it with a staff just feels weird. And then again, this staff isn't really meant for hitting stuff, so... And to be fair, my build isn't really designed for melee combat. Kinda need to get rid of this stuff, and Deacon seems to be doing fine on his own. Can we just hit him properly? Finally. Alright. Level up. What are we leveling up as? Leveling up our Cleric. Okay. Alright, so. Point in concentration, I think. Point in lore. Point in heal. Yay! One level close to perfection. Alright, so does that also mean that you leveled up?
Deacon?
Let's stop and talk for a moment. I wish to discuss your training. Deacon be meaning to talk to you about that. Talk to me about what? The old boss once told Deacon that he got dragon blood, that it be strong in him. Deacon never know what that means. Deacon be small and weak and not breathe fire or anything. But sometimes when Deacon fights, he can feel heart beatings really fast and he feels strong. It seems silly to you, boss? Not really. Why do you think it could lead? Well, Deacon thinking maybe he tries to focus on being Dragon Disciple. Old bastard never tell Deacon about this, but maybe it'd be a good thing? It'd be up to you, boss. Deacon do what you tell him to. If you want Deacon to be just faithful bot instead, Deacon do that and be happy. Go ahead and become a Dragon Disciple if you can. Okay, Deacon can concentrate on that. Thanks, boss. So, has that given us any spells? Or spell slots, rather. A couple. Ooh, 4th level spells. Right, what do we want in the first level? What would be useful? Maybe another bless to help get us up. There's also a cantrip we can learn, but we have no use for cantrips. We can empower some spells if we want. And what spells could I empower on this level? Not entirely sure what that does. This is a touch. Not sure I want to get close to stuff. Let's actually just see what regular spells we can get. Let's get some cure critical wounds. I think I would want a dismissal. Divine power. Yeah, it would not be bad per se. Could also get stone skin. No, let's get summon creature 4. Then we get rid of summon creature 3, so we can get another 3rd level spell. Ooh, the empower spell. Is there a spell I need or want? You know what, let's get an invisibility purge. I think that might be useful. I mean, there's a lot of spells that could be useful on this level, but for now, let's just stick with that. Right, I will need to rest to get all that stuff, but let's check these coffins for now. I mean, we fought hard. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. And a gem of seeing, true seeing. Alright, cool. That's definitely gonna be useful. And let's rest while we're ahead. Of course, an evil fairy. Good thing the game established that it's an evil fairy. There were no enemies nearby last time I tried to rest. Fine, I'll just go back to the other area then. Let's get a little bit buffed up before we go in there. Alright. Let's just bombard them with every spell I have. Right. My spider is definitely more useful than the wolf. Right. That one is locked. Locked has unlocked. Another yellow rod. I mean, on the face of it, it does seem like I don't really need a rogue to help me deal with all this stuff.
You hear that, boss? It's... Oh, never mind. It be Deacon's stomach only.
Alright, do I have a restoration? It's less a restoration. I don't think lesser restoration will work, but let's try anyway. Nope, didn't do it. Don't have a greater restoration. Alright, let's just deal with the spider in here then. Yeah, sure, poison, why not? Queen Spider. Challenging. Spell immunity, that's not great. Good thing my spider is on par with her. Right, don't want to go into melee with her. Nothing in there.
No,
Okay.
I'm carrying far too much useless garbage. Going to have to dump some of this.
No, we don't. That is what restoration will help me with. Alright, let's go back up. That's not gonna work. Let's just keep pushing forward then. You like my little spider pet though? Been very helpful. I am curious. There, much better. Always nice to have a Uno reverse card in your backpack. It'll certainly come in handy if the Drow bring any more bears. They dropped some loot. Fairy dust. That's probably useful for something, but keep pushing forward. Fairy minions. Yeah, so much for my spider.
Your dare will cost your life.
Yeah, okay, probably not the best choice there. Alright, let's double back for now then. Get rid of this malice. And besides, I do need to set the binding, I think. I need to read the description on the Relic of the Reaper because I have forgotten how this thing works. And place as many as 5 bindings any way you choose. These bindings will teleport you back to main time. Placing a binding will require 1 rogue stone. Teleporting to a binding has no additional cost. You must have a rogue stone in your bind with this binding. Alright. Let's place a binding. Yeah. We'll return to a regularly scheduled looting. And we have restored ourselves. And we can also see what the little goblin has been doing while we are gone. I think on some level the game actually expects you to go back up right away once you get the goblin where he wants to be. They've been waiting here patiently.
There! That's the nice friend that sent Grovel up the well. It's okay. Yes. You see now?
Hey, sir. Good. Maybe you can shed some light on this. I was standing watch at the well when I got a single to pull you up. You can imagine my surprise when I saw this goblin. At first I thought it was another invasion, but he started begging and pleading for his life. I didn't have the heart to kill him. What an armed goblin isn't much of a threat after all. He claims you sent him to us, Mathijssa. Is this true? Yes, he wanted to escape Undermountain. I think he's harmless. What do you expect me to do with him? As I turn him loose? He'd be harmless to you, but he could still cause a lot of trouble for the average person in the street. And even if he means no harm, people aren't going to take it to his kind, not with the way things are. Wherever he goes, people are going to try and hunt him down. Well, put him to work at your inn so you can keep an eye on him. Yes. Gruffle works hard, follows instructions, you'll see. Gruffle makes you very happy. Just say a word and Gruffle jumps to action. Well, with so many people crammed into the inn, it's hard to keep things clean, I guess. I could use someone to tidy up a bit. But no funny business, Goblin. I'm keeping an eye on you. Thank you. Yes. Gruffle will get started right away. Pick and span, clean as we can be. You see. Durden shakes his head as the Goblin earnestly begins picking up small bits of dust from the floor. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't get into any mischief. Your thing, boss. Alright, let's also set a binding here. Before I forget. Probably should have done that when I started. That will be binding 2.
A fair evening to you.
I need healing. And back down the well. Actually, no. Let's do some trading as well.
A fair evening.
It's break time.
It may not be the best store to sell stuff to, but better than nothing.
Back to work.
Right. Make sure that we're not going to get overburdened or anything. So don't really have any need for these gems. Right. Let's move on.
It's not that dirty here. No. The boss is clean, so we clean.
Right. Let's jump to binding. Let's teleport to the gatehouse.
Boss?
Yes, Deacon. What you calls this place? The Reaper has always referred to it as his realm, nothing else. And who is Reaper? Or maybe Deacon should ask, what is Reaper? Why don't you ask him himself? Yourself. Deacon wants to know what boss says first, before he talks to something named the Reaper. I don't know what the Reaper is, Deacon. A demon, perhaps? He just is. And you find Rock in Shadowplane, and Rock brings you here. That's right. And Reaper sends you wherever you want to go. I have to pay his price first, but basically, yes. Deacon scratches his chin thoughtfully and then finally takes out his book and scribbles several notes in it. Okay, boss, Deacon just needs to check. You goes on now. Alright, so, Reaper. Apparently effortless. I'm pretty sure if we try to attack him, it would not be as effortless. Interesting model though, with the dragon wings and tail. Or demon wings, I don't know for certain which ones they are. You have not visited this realm often since acquiring the relic of the Reaper. But whenever you have it, it's always the same. The dire chill in the air seeps through your bones, and the hum of ancient magic is all around you. The familiar, hooded figure of the Reaper bows as you approach. Enigmatic as always, distant flames flicker within his reflective, features face, and you shiver in spite of yourself. So we meet again.
How may I serve you, Sojourner?
I'd like to know more about you. You have asked me this many times, Sojourner, and yet I can give you only the answer I can. I am the Reaper, Gatherer of Dust, the Gatekeeper, and this is my realm. How did you come to be here? I have always been here. As this Nexus realm was created, so was I created with it. We are the same, one an extension of the other. Who created this realm then? I could give you the answer to your question, Sojourner, but it would mean nothing to you. Those who created us are passed out of knowing. But what are you exactly? I am a being of the plane, Sojourner. Nothing more, nothing less. You think there is almost a hint of a smile in the Reaper's blank features. Do you rule here, or do you serve another? I rule this place only so far as any being can rule themselves. We are the same, this realm and I. I am king, but never master. Is that an answer? The Reaper's reflected face reveals no emotion, yet he pauses. You hold the relic of the Reaper, Sojourner, therefore you rule here. For now. What is the significance of this relic? I am bound to it, it is bound to you. As long as you hold it, you command this place, and therefore you command me. So I could command you to come with me? I cannot leave this place, Sojourner, for I am this place. I am tied to the relic you carry, so I already journey with you always. Then a way to free you? I am not a slave, nor am I a prisoner. A place can be a prison, but cannot itself be imprisoned, though it can be commanded, remember that. How did you come to be here? Right, enough of that then.
How may I serve you, Sojourner?
Tell me about your realm once again. This is a gatehouse, an entry point into the land of the dead. Jest is all about him. You are welcome here, but I do not recommend you linger. Where is this place exactly? It is nowhere, and yet everywhere. This is a Nexus realm, Sojourner. That is tied to you. It touches on all places that you are and will be. What are all these doors? Have you forgotten already, Sojourner? If you wish, I can speak of the relic you carry and its relation to the Nexus realm. No, not yet. There is a door at the far end of the room covered in mist. That is not for you, Sojourner. he interrupts. Seek it not, for it is not yet your time to pass through it. Why not? As I have already spoken, it is not yet your time, I can say no more. Are there many places like this? I know of none, for it is not my place to know such things. I am a part of this realm, and it is all of my concern. Well, enough of that then.
How may I serve you, Sojourner?
I would like to know more about how the relic works. Much time has passed since you last walked within this hall, Sojourner. Perhaps it is indeed the moment to remind you of the nature of this relic you carry. The Reaper gestures to a small artifact. The relic is bound to you, and you to it. It is your key to this Nexus realm, and you may use it to come here willingly, or be brought here at the moment prior to your death. But who created the relic? What is it? I am bound to it, Sojourner, as it is bound to you. That is not an answer. It is, however, the only answer that I can give. The Reaper bows low, sounding almost apologetic. The relic is what it is, just as you are. Better to ask who created you, Sojourner. So I am immortal, I cannot die? Nay, Sojourner, in order for the relic to transport you here so quickly so as to avoid your death, it requires great energy. Energy it can only draw from the rogue stone. As long as you carry such a stone in your possession, you can indeed save. Should you not have one, however, you will perish, as all mortals do. Yeah, I already have a quick save button. How do I return home from here? This is a Nexus realm, Sojourner. A place that touches everywhere and yet nowhere. If you were brought here to avoid your mortal death, the energy used by the rogue stone will allow me to mark that place and return there if you wish. You need only ask. The Reaper gestures to the doors behind him. The central portal is always anchored to your realm, though it may not bring you where you wish to go. The other portals must be anchored to be used. Where does the central portal go? The location moves from time to time, or is it tied to somewhere you have been, Sojourner? As this realm is tied to you through the relic. What do you mean by anchoring? If you are on your home plane, here possess a rogue stone, you may use the energy to anchor one of the plane's portals to that spot. After that point, you may use the door to return to that spot at will. Why are the rogue stones so important? Gems contain a power that, when consumed, can be felt even through the furthest planes. Think of that, it is a point of reference, Sojourner, that allows this plane to touch yours. I've heard enough about the relic. As you wish. How else may I serve you, Sojourner? I must go. As you wish, Sojourner. Have you need of me? Here I shall remain. But that'll do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. If you enjoy my content, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all then. Bye.